Thank you for watching this video. These videos are only made thanks to contribution of people like you. Thank you. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Hello there. You know me. But do you know Godzilla? Do you really know Godzilla? Probably not. You probably know a couple Godzillas. You probably don't even watch a lot of the movies. I know Godzilla. And I'm such a big Godzilla fan. I watched all 3 of the Godzilla movies. Yeah, that's right. Netflix released 3 Godzilla movies. Godzilla Earth, Godzilla City at the Edge of Battle, and Godzilla, the Planet Eater. I'm not gonna review the movies or talk about them. No. Instead, I'm gonna talk about something even better. The novels to the movies. That's right. You might not know it, but these 3 movies, this trilogy, had 2 novels. The first novel, Godzilla Earth, and then Godzilla Project Mechagodzilla. They both talk about what happened before humans left Earth. Because if you didn't know, in the lore of this trilogy, after monsters started appearing, people realized, shit, we can't fight against these guys. So instead, we're gonna get the help from these 2 aliens, the Exilians and the... I'm just gonna call the aliens B and X. The aliens B create Mechagodzilla. The aliens X worship a god called King Ghidorah. Right? But these aliens come to Earth to help humanity against their kaiju problem. Humanity's like, shit, even with these people helping us, we can't fight against the monsters. Let's just abandon Earth. Let's make them help us. Let's just leave Earth. They're gonna help, and they already have a plan to do that. Basically, after they realize they can't fight back, they just make 2 big ships. One of the ships gets destroyed by Godzilla. The other one successfully managed to get people and aliens off from, Earth onto space. They leave Earth space and look for a new planet. After not being able to find a new planet, they return back to Earth, and that's where the first movie, starts off. But that's not where the novel starts off, alright? The novels actually are more like journal entrance. There's no main character. There's no journal in it. It's more like government agent, material. Like saying what happened, what monsters attacked, where did they attack. Now, obviously, this novel doesn't have every monster, but they do have a lot of monsters that haven't appeared in Godzilla movies or in their own Toho movies in a long time. Toho, being the company that made a lot of these monsters, would probably want to cash out on them and make more money with Netflix. And they have a way to do that, right? Novels, they are very good, right? So why not make a series out of the novels? Have 2 seasons, right? Or 3, but I just want to, alright? Godzilla fans just want to, alright? Have the novels, have every event that happened in the 2 novels, and have them make sense, alright? Put them in chronological order. What happened first and what happened last. Because in those, 2 books, they introduce a lot of important events. Like Godzilla fighting against the military. The military releasing a bunch of nukes that didn't even do anything to Godzilla. Godzilla destroying a whole meteorite and saving Earth. A bunch of monsters appear. One monster gets destroyed really easily and gives humanity hope, just for that hope to get destroyed. People actually start realizing that some monsters actually want to help them and not destroy them. That's all in the 2 books. So put that in an animated version. Actually, right here. I have concept art of what that would look like, right? Not a lot, just 2 images. Or 3, probably. But that's a look at what we could have in the show. Make it animated. Have our main characters, or maybe don't have main characters. Maybe just have it journal entrances. But if you do have main characters, make them be likable, right? Have them decent growth, right? Have some main characters hate Godzilla, and after some going, have them, be like, hey, I don't hate Godzilla that much. He's just an animal, right? He's just trying to survive. And then have some people be like, oh, the world is amazing, and then slowly make them be more grounded and realize that the world isn't that good, but it's also not that bad, alright? And have a lot of important events in this. Play every, scene in the novel, but animate it so people will actually want to watch it. And I feel like that'd be a good idea, right? And actually, I don't know if you noticed, but Netflix just released a bunch of, well, they just announced One Piece Season 2, the live action. But I feel like they can use that too, right? Have a whole video, make Netflix release this anime thing where they release a bunch of anime things, right? Have Season 2 of One Piece come out first, and then have the Godzilla series, then have, I don't know, a bunch of animes come out to Netflix. They can market this. They can make a lot of money of this. And the series of Godzilla could actually be the second one. The second thing to come out in this, like, mirage of all these anime palooza. Soon, anime Nami. Oh, no, I don't know what they would call it. But, if they think about this really well, they can make a lot of money off the 2 novels. Turn those 2 novels into a series. Have the events. First episode, Kamakras appears, which is a giant praying mantis. I actually already planned out the first episode. First episode, we get introduced to our main characters. We have them, for half the episode, they're just be introduced. They're introducing the world, what's happening, their ambitions, their goals, their dreams. Then the other half, they are going through the subways, and suddenly, people are getting killed, attacked. By what? Praying mantises the size of people, Kamakras. These human-sized praying mantises are attacking people in the subways, forcing our main characters to run out onto the surface. But it's not better up there either, because the giant praying mantis, the big Kamakras, is attacking New York City, alright? And our main characters have to run and survive. And the rest of the episode is just them running away from Kamakras, waiting for the government to come to save them, because there was an alarm saying that the government was going to come and save people. And all they had to do was go to a certain place. And they're just running. For the rest of the episode, they're running there. We get to see the Kamakras attack. We get to see some military planes attack them. We actually get to see some actual destruction, some mayhem. And then have the characters, run to the ships, And that'd be a good first episode. Building up what's gonna happen. And make the whole series go up, All of season 1 is just them building up to when the aliens appeared. And then have the humans, our main characters, realize there's something fishy about these aliens. Yeah. And that's just the first episode. Series finale, the aliens come to help them. But our main characters are like, there's something fishy. And the first season is just them traveling around the world as they get attacked by kaijus and monsters. And have monsters that haven't appeared in a long time, reappear, But the second season could be even better with them, realizing that the aliens B, aren't actually as good as they are saying they are. And as they're walking past, they can actually pass by a couple aliens, They're trying to sneak into a military base to grab a helicopter to go somewhere or something. And as they're walking there, they hear a bunch of alien bees saying their true intentions. Which, if you didn't know, or if you didn't watch the second Godzilla Earth, movie, spoiler alert, right? If you don't want to get spoiled the second movie's plot twist, the aliens B are actually evil. They're trying to make Mechagodzilla so they can kill the original Godzilla and other monsters, so then they can use Mechagodzilla to take over the Earth, which is no bueno. And our main characters, now that they know this information, are trying to get it out to the world. But the aliens B realize they're there and try to stop them. And that's just the rest of season 2. All of season 2 is just building up to when the humans leave Earth, and our main characters are the humans that didn't get killed by Godzilla, and they're just stuck on Earth, and have a bunch of important events just play out. Show a bunch of monsters that didn't appear in a long time. Have the events, have the last episode, just have them accepting their fate and realizing that humanity will survive and will adapt. Have the first episode, just have the last episode be them talking about how humanity will evolve. And eventually, we will take back our planet. And have a bunch of important events. Because one of the events I would like to see animated is when Godzilla fought Batra, which is just a lot. Which is, imagine Moth Big and spiky with lasers. There you go. And evil. Yeah, that's the main thing. And then have one of the kaijus, this is actually on the human side, Mothra, which is just a giant moth, be helping them fight against Godzilla. Because in the second or first, I don't remember which one it is, they say that there was a project where they would move one of Mothra's eggs over to Japan, so when the first Mothra died, the second one could be reborn and help them fight against the monsters. And if you don't know how the novels work, if you actually want to make the series on YouTube, animate it, you can. And if you don't know how the novel works, you don't know anything, that's okay, because Wikizilla made 2 videos talking about the novels right here. The first one is just talking about the first novel. The second one is talking about the second novel and what happens. Just watch those 2 videos and then make your show. Netflix, watch those videos, make the show, right? Because that could make them a lot of money. That could make you a lot of money if you decide to make the show. But those are just my thoughts. They probably never happen. But I would like to see a show based on the 2 Godzilla novels. That'd be pretty fun.